those of you thinking of having a go for barbel this summer, Fox have got some great budget rods to get you out there on the bank in the form of the Warrior Barbel S range. Starting off with an 11-foot, 1 3/4 model, which is absolutely perfect for those of you fishing smaller waters. If you're fishing intimate little rivers, stalking in clear water, this is the perfect rod for that type of application. Still has plenty of power though if you're lucky enough to hook a really good fish. For those of you fishing slightly larger waters, we've also got a 12-foot version of the 1 3/4. This is ideal for fishing at slightly longer range, and that bit of extra length helps keep the line up and out of the water, which means that you can sometimes get away with slightly smaller feeders and leads than you would otherwise. Now, as you can see from the river behind us today, rivers aren't always in perfect condition, and sometimes you're going to come across floodwater situations, and that's where the 12-foot 2 3/4 model really comes into its own, with the extra power necessary to fish with feeders or leads of up to 6 ounces. Now, there are some features that go right the way through the range. Good quality screw down reel fitting, a full cork handle, and good quality Fox slick guides all the way through. Absolutely perfect rods for those of you thinking about trying barbel fishing for the first time. Yep, we're in. Well, we're putting the Warrior Barbel through its paces here. Not sure whether this is a barbel or a chub. As you can see, even with the river carrying a bit of extra water today, the rod handles this type of fishing absolutely superbly. We've got 3.5 ounces of lead on today to deal with the conditions. And even with a 3-ounce lead and a PVA bag, the 1 1/4 rod's quite comfortable. And we've got a nice chub into the net, not the barbel that we hoped for, but a great bonus fish. We're over on the River Wye, putting the Warrior Barbel S through its paces. We've got a nice fish on at the moment, ploughing around in the cull of water. Feels like it could be either a nice chub or a barbel. We've got to be really careful because this swimmer's proved to be an absolute snag pit today. Hooked a number of fish and haven't landed them all, so it's fingers crossed when you get a bite on here. This looks a little bit more promising. Let's see what we've got. We're using the 12-foot 1 3/4 model here, and even though we're having to use 4 ounces of lead to cope with the extra flow that's on the river at the moment, still handling it perfectly well. We're using small PVA bags as well for a bit of extra attraction, and well balanced outfit, works perfectly well. We've got a small barbel. Not quite ready for the net yet. Light's just starting to fade a little bit now. The sun's dropped behind the trees on the far side, and often at this time of day, the barb will come on the feed. And so it's proved today. If you're hoping to land your first barbel this summer, check out the Warrior S barbel range from Fox. Great value rods in a range of different test curves and lengths to suit various applications.